CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO, guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Map 2 between Spirit and Heroic. We saw a decimation on Mirage and Nuke, already a tough map to contend up against the likes of the Danes. Risk, how are you feeling? Your countrymen looking good?
Yeah, I kind of felt like they're gonna have more problems on Mirage than they would have on Nuke. I am potentially about to be proven wrong, some might say, as I always do, but I feel like this should be a 2-0 for Heroic now. They looked very convincing on Mirage. And Nuke is a map that, yes, they have had their troubles on, but they have had their troubles against the likes of G2, against the likes of Envious, the like pro league teams, tied one teams. I don't think they're going to have trouble against Spirit.
No, exactly. I mean, they just looked at the previous map wins, as you say. You know, G2, Envy. These are teams Heroic are expected to lose on, even on a map that they're strong on. Whereas we look to Spirit, they're getting losses on land to teams like Prosto, teams like QB Fire on Nuke. And these are good teams. You can't take it away from them, but these are not teams that Spirit should be losing to on what's supposed to be one of their better or best maps, arguably. So going into this series, I was really worried when we saw the same map Vito. I wanted Spirit to throw in a curveball. I wanted them to play cash just off the back of knowing that, you know, that would be the last ban. Neither team wants to play it, so Heroic aren't going to insta-ban it because they're like, no, okay, get rid of Cobble. We don't like Cobble. We'll leave Spirit to ban Cash if we can because we know they don't like Cash either. I think Spirit should have thrown in the crazy curveball and gone for Cash, and maybe they could upset. But going onto maps that Heroic are going to be comfortable on, the expected victor will always be the victor. If you're an underdog, you've got to go for crazy map picks.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that was also the mentality behind some of the stuff that I was saying on Mirage. If they play that CT side, they need to surprise and they need to do something that Heroic aren't counting on, because if you go up in a straight-up 1v1 duel, in a straight-up like map picks that you expect to have come through, then yes, Heroic are going to win because they are better than you, and that's just how it is in CS. And Team Spirit, of course, the team that needs to come in here and shade things up. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one as we are getting into it. Nuke here on the menu.
Yeah, second map of this best-of-3 series. Heroic kicking things off on the CT side again. Full armor, sorry, for the CTs, and Spirit actually a bit of utilities you would require on Nuke. That will be on Sotfik as he sets towards the outside. Hasn't thrown them just yet, but got to be careful. He's crossed towards the red boxes. That's a dangerous position to be in. If he goes down, that's all of the smokes and flashes gone. However, if we look at the setup, Spirit heavy towards ramp. Looking like they might want to wrap the bomb down B with a combination of this outside control. Go down through the secret and hit that B bomb site.
Usually, when we play Nuke, the smokes come into play when you want to go down to secret. Of course, since we're in the pistol round, the terrorists aren't taking the chance of just going down there without using that smoke. Let's see how they're going to play that. Bomb still dropped in the lobby. So Team Spirit have not made a decision just yet of where they want to go and what they want to do in this round.
But with the position of Sotfik, they're surely going to hit towards B. The only issue is S-Tag's already rotated down. Heroic, they played no players outside, and while they have the Heaven wrap on the rafters, they have one player down on B to defend. Modi, great shot to kick things off, defends the ramp, drops the bomb and spots it as well, as Spirit will fall down towards the B site. They'll fall down quite literally. Yugi, a second kill. Davkost eventually does find the trade, and we still got S-Tag down towards B as he kicks off with another frag onto Sotfik. The only player left standing now is Cole. Coldie. And when he has the bomb, he has Heroic at least in 1v1s. He can take these single frags, but it's not looking easy. It's not looking good. Yugi's doing damage, and he'll finish off the round.
Yeah, and as you said, it ends up being the B play that they're going for, and I was kind of hoping for them to maybe make a lot of noise and throw a fake and then go inside instead, because Heroic were very ready for this. They knew exactly what was going on at all times. That was kind of why I was maybe like keeping the focus on the fact that maybe they could go for the fake, maybe they could do something else. But no, they go for the straight up play, and you know what? They straight up lose.
When you're given that much control towards outside and allowed to push down towards secret, you've got to expect Heroic are going to know, right? They're never going to give up outside control and go, oh, whoops, we forgot outside. You know, they're going to have a setup down towards B. They're going to be aware of the potential. This is a team that is also very, very strong on nuke, especially that CT side. So, yeah, Spirit not really reading into the setup from Heroic. Maybe they did, but either way, they didn't play into it very well. It's a nice first round for this CT side, and pistols up for Spirit again, forced by Deagles, PT50, CZs. We've got the full mix.
Yeah, this should be the split inside rush. Let's see, as I say that, they actually all rotate towards other positions. Arch still stays here at the door. Okay, they're going to line up some flashes now and push outside, maybe go through main. Let's see what the game is.
A minute 10 on the clock. No rush here for Spirit. They've got plenty of time to play with as they set up towards the rafters and on top of the silo as well. Deagle's good at this range, but we've got Dima with only a PT50. S-tag towards the back of Garage, giving up control towards outside, but also holding the cross. And no players can split into main. How they can go through the rafters. Yugi, as a result, rotates back on outside, and S-tag kicking things off, but it's a Deagle to respond. Sophic eventually gets that frag, but still they're stopping these players wrapping the rafters. Yugi plays down towards the hell, and Modi even dropping the players in main one by one. Spirit are dead.
Oh, Coldie, of course, has high individual potential, high individual skill. His aim is on point as always, but he's going to be taken out from that pincer movement. 3 players peeking at different positions, and Nico, in unison with Yugi, is going to be able to take on that frag. So now 2-0, and Team Spirit, apart from Dafkos on 3 keys, going to keep that money for the AWP. They're going to stay on Glocks here. Maybe a single PT50 as we see Softic going out with it.
Yeah, but nothing really too much. Again, this is the same situation we saw kick off on Mirage with Heroic on that CT side. A strong start. And SMG is still prevalent here for Heroic, as they can easily make some money going into this round. Spirit, a couple of PT50s, no utility, so outside's going to be a very difficult position to contend with. This is the kind of round you slow things down, you speed things up and go towards maybe inner, but Molotovs are down here, so Heroic not allowing Spirit to do so. This outside wrap is going to prove to be unsuccessful. If they can grab a kill, I'd be very impressed.
See here, S-Attack is ready with the scout. Usually we do see Yugi with that, but he's gone for the MP9 this round, and it's going to be pure decimation. As Coldie once again, as he has been all these 3 rounds all alone, in the end, taken out by Yugi. 3-0 for Heroic.
I question the outside push when you have pistols into that kind of round. With utility, yeah, it makes sense. You can go for that smoke cross, get down towards B, but Heroic have already proven they're not only playing very passive outside, but playing these long ranges. S-Tag sat towards the back of Garage in the previous one. We had S-Tag down towards B in the first one. You know, they're not giving control to Spirit. They're not allowing them to do anything. This
is actually really interesting because Dafkos had the correct money for the AWP buy this time around, and you can see him with 950 after buying. That's the kind of the difference here. He decided to go for AK instead, so that tells me that there has been a call from Team Spirit to do a very specific tactic where they cannot use the AWP. So I'm very, very curious to see how this is going to work out, because Dafkos is a great AWP player, and taking him off that AWP is not a good choice. S-Tag halfway through the smokes, take out Nima.
Yeah, no AWP needed as they push outside, but S-Tag already going to dispatch of 2, playing around the edge of the smoke, and support from Snappy. A main great shot, finishes off Sophic, and S-Tag in unison takes down Dafkos. It's all over for Spirit. A flawless round for Heroic. They attempt to go for that outside play with a utility, but S-Tag just plays at smokes like a genius.
Yeah, very nice play from the young Dane. Has moved from the darker parts of the country, Jutland, where I come from, to Copenhagen to live with the rest of the team. They're actually moving into apartments as well. These guys, Heroic, all live not together in one big team house, but they live together in specific apartments and then go to work every single day at the Refresh offices where they practice. So that's always nice to see that kind of model. I know a lot of League of Legends team, a lot of pro teams in that scene of doing it, and now Heroic, of course, trying to follow that model and build their own system.
And already into this round, it's a first kill from Snappy. Spirit with just pistols. We've got Deagle on Dima, and damage done onto Modi. However, he won't find the frag. It's a spray through the smoke. So Heroic already kicking things off with 2 players up. And this is what we talked about again. When they're up against pistols, Heroic playing very carefully. They did this into the 2nd round of the half, and now they're doing it into the 5th when they're up against, again, this eco from Spirit. S-Tag sits towards the back of Garage. He waits for Spirit to take outside control. And while they give them the position down towards B, Yugi's holding the cross. So they won't be able to get down Secret without Heroic having some knowledge. Again, the rafters, well, it's given up from S-Tag. We have Yugi in the spawn. He can watch it. So right now, Heroic just not only have control, but they have information. Spirit are not given any options.
Coldie and soft tick remaining with the Destiny Eagles, and not many options indeed, as they are taken out one by one. Soft tick also executed, and perfect round from Heroic, surviving with all 5 weapons, even bringing full utility in for Snappy and Yugi almost into this next round. So 5-0. It's looking very dominant so far. This is another buy round coming in from Spirit. They need Dafkost on this AWP now. They need to play something around him, opening up the outside, opening up maybe towards the ramp. They need to use him. If they go for another AK, I'm going to be very, very disappointed, but that's not going to be the case. Good
decision. At least Dafkost back on that open again. Well, everyone's performing well. S-Tag at the top of the board for the 2nd map in a row for Heroic. 8-1 into this game. And considering they're 5-0 up with Nico only having 1 kill and 0 deaths, shows that he's not needed. Heroic having a great start to this map so far. Spirit set up towards the outside position. The smoke is down and Davkos is up with the AWP. But with that smoke play, Spirit going to slow things down. Again, it was S-Tag just 2 rounds prior to do damage around the edge of the smoke. This time, however, the outside is taken by Yugi.
Spotting towards that silo. Almost gets cold. He's down to 26 HP, taking a lot of damage there. It's like a secondary player moving up. That's Davkos with his orb as Coldie's taken out by the nade. That AWP shot from Yugi doing the damage, and the nade from S-Attack finishing the job. Yugi finally hitting that shot fully onto the top of the silo. Also, Softic now gone, and this round is just over. Like, it's 5v2. The only, like, weakness in Heroic right now is Nico's UMP, and he's not even in the front of the battle. He's staying back.
He's not even fighting. He's on 1 kill, 0 deaths, you know. He's not seen anyone this entire map. So, his only kill on the pistol round, and now we're 6 rounds in, he's yet to see another player. Team Spirit with 2 left. Yes, utility, yes, AWP, but that's it. Outside, Davkos goes, but into the face of S-Tag, another kill, and that will cement it. There's always a chance when you've got Davkos back on the AWP, but now Arch alone in a 1-on-5, 30 seconds left. This round is undoable.
This is a very different Team Spirit team than what we saw yesterday. Against Tali, it was back and forth, constantly going in, constantly making us question if they could actually bring it back, or Tali was going to win it. We didn't know what was going on, but in this game so far, there is no question who the favorite, there's no question who the better team is. Heroic 6-0. Look at their money. They're only 6 round in. All of that. Like, Snappy's on 16k.
Ridiculous.
He's 9-2 right now. Yugi has not died. Nico has 1 frag and 1 death.
Just something else here for Heroic. What a performance so far. They really want to make these playoffs. And again, this is a team that should not be in the group stages yet. They should be already in the playoffs. They should have beaten Hellraisers.
They're warming up. They're warming up for VP, man. Warming up for that game.
Got a hard game to play later on if they do manage to take this series, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Spirit are back on another buy and back into ramp as they go fast. A spray from Money. 2 kills, bomb dropped, and he goes back in for more. Money, 3 frags found in the upgrades to the AK, so doesn't even need to get the reload. As Spirit again, seconds into the round, are in a 5-on-2.
Yeah, the timing on that flashbang is perfect for Money, and that's what you get if you go in towards his position and you're not going to counter flash, not going to use your utility to kind of flush him out, and that was the case on Mirage as well. They didn't get enough utility, they didn't use it well this time around. No counter flashes as going in towards Money's position. He throws in 1 single pop, gets 2 frags, easily takes the 3rd and holds the ramp.
What can you do if you're Spirit right now? Not a lot of options. And Heroic, despite being 3 men up, is still playing aggressive positions. Still, Modi looks to take this kill on ramp. Obviously, they have the bomb to hold on to, but there's no need to push here for Heroic. They can just play close, flash out, close peak potential here from Sophic, who's up in the radio, but he gets tagged, going back in for more. Molotov down will deny him the push, but he doesn't realize Muddy's crossed, tagged up heavy, and Snappy finishes the deal down from lower on the ramp. It's now all on to Coldie. Double peek from the CT side, and 1 frag will come in, but that should be it. He's so low. Wow, somehow he gets it. 2 frags. As he looks for a 3rd, Nico on the flank, he'll be able to close it out. So Heroic again still keeping 3 alive, and finally Spirit with a pause.
Yeah, this is a pause they need desperately right now. Also, they have, of course, as we know, with the loss bonus coming in, when you don't win any rounds, you're going to get that max loss bonus. So they have an opportunity to go for a force buy. With the money they have right now, I probably wouldn't go for it, but the tactical pause here allows them to really discuss, really think it over, and if they take an eco now, then what they're discussing, what they're going to do in the next round, then get this full buy-in.
Indeed they are. This is such a dominant map for Heroic. I think the biggest issue was, again, after this the CT side start, it's very difficult to come back off of this kind of deficit for Spirit. I think it would have been far closer, or at least far fairer, if Spirit started on the CT side, because again, not only are they already down a map, but they're on the map pick of Heroic here. While it is a map that Spirit are known to playing, again, we've seen their previous results. They've been shaky on this map. They lost this exact map 16-7 to Heroic just 2 days ago, and again, the week before that in Romania, they lost it multiple times against teams really that shouldn't be beating them, especially not on this one. But we're back in. We've got this half buy. There's obviously Spirit. You said it yourself. They have the money. They shouldn't go for the force. They half invest, but James Bond is in the server. The top fragger for yesterday, the best player for Spirit yesterday, is at the bottom of the board.
Yeah, and that's always, you hate to see it. That's the only sentence you can use to sum that up, really. Dima had great performance. He was kind of showing that, okay, yes, they have Coldie, yes, they have Davkost, but now they also have this third star that can step up when needed be. He's just not showing up. Neither is his teammates. It's pretty much only Coldie so far who's actually gotten frags for Team Spirit.
I mean, it's 3 players on 1 kill, so it doesn't make too much of a difference anyway. As they fast push the A site, Nico not going to be holding it. Instead, it's Snappy, but the smoke's down. They've worked their way down vents and into the hands of Modi. Into the B site they go as they attempt to get the plant in, but Modi's already shut that one down. Davkost outside finds nothing. And now 2 remain. Coldie, yes, he's down on B, but he's caught in the vents. And with Modi already dispatching of his 2 teammates, there's not a lot of options here. Heroic gave, again, lapse control towards the A site, but as a result, they bolster the B defense, and that just stops his plant potential. They were aware of the chance that Spirit could have burst down towards his B site and gone for that bomb plant, and they just don't allow it.
He's forced out by the Molotovs. S-Attack and Snappy will finish it off. 8-0 is going to be the scoreline. Heroic just playing very standard CS right now. They don't need anything else. They don't need to show anything else, because Team Spirit, they're not even putting up a fight right now. Very clean stuff from Heroic. Very nice to see them finally getting this kind of into this kind of setup where they can just rely on the things that they are used to. They can rely on the individual skill. They can rely on their setups. They don't have to throw out any gimmick kind of plays. They can save all that for later rounds. Yeah,
they are taking a serious beating. This is where things need to change. Okay. I'm sure we're going to see a round restart now as one player has actually crashed. And obviously, before damage is done, that doesn't matter. So we won't have to carry on with the round. We can restart it. Just take a short technical break while we get the reconnect in for Yugi. Unfortunate, but at least it was at the start of the round. That's always the bright side.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? well, Heroic have 4 players. That definitely. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I think they could probably play 4v5 and still win. You know. You can see the disheartened faces of Spirit here as they realize how difficult this game is proving to be, and how close they are to elimination from this entire tournament.
We saw disheartened faces last night in Habu, and we're going to see some more potentially today here as Team Spirit are a few rounds away on that Heroic scoreboard. 8 to be, in fact, 8 more rounds for Heroic, and Team Spirit will be eliminated from this tournament. Of course, Heroic there on the shot now, switching over to Team Spirit. Referee from Starladder, Inba TV in the background, making sure that everything's on point. And that's the stage for you guys if you're just tuning in. Hello and welcome here to the Jinnang Stadium in Shanghai. This is Team Spirit versus Heroic, one of the last decider games for this tournament. The winner of this goes to the semi-final.
And talking of decider games as well, after this one, we've got Harry and Tom bringing you a great matchup. Renegades versus Flash, the rematch from the Asian Minor. And of course, a Chinese team and the Chinese crowd. That'll be a lot of fun. But we're back in. Spirit on this T side. Again, another buy coming through. No AWP for Davkost, and aggression on the CT side towards a yard. Yugi's pushed up, and he'll just get the first kill through the smoke. Sophic dead as he attempts a spray. And Heroic, everything going in their favor. A man up once again.
I see some utility behind Team Spirit right now, so they definitely have a chance of getting something going. A push seems to be the name of the game. Coldie's ready for the pre-fire towards the upper angle. Flashbang goes in, and here comes the push.
Now towards main, and Snappy is in that position, but he's only getting damage done. It's Nico on top of the hut that has to step up, and he does! 2 frags! Coldie with the response as he's top of the board for the other team, and Davkost trades a 1v2 as both players push back in through the heaven. It's Heroic again. It's all Heroic risk. 9-0.
And even though Coldie actually opens up this bomb site, gets a double kill, they still can't get the round. It's still a 1v2 in the end. And once again, Heroic obviously going to win that. S-Attack even missing a huge spray, only getting 1 kill away. He could have probably gotten 3. They're getting the things into their favor, Team Spirit, but they just can't make it happen, can't bring it into a round. And that's just sad to see, to be honest. Still 0 frags on Demon, but at this point, it doesn't really matter.
Everyone started this round on 16k for Heroic. Yep. All 5 players started this round with 16k. That is ridiculous.
This is the most one-sided game I've seen in a while of Counter-Strike.
The most one-sided game in this tournament, without a doubt.
Oh yes, for sure. But also like generally.
Yeah, I know. It's very rare we get this on a LAN match on a stage as well, on a $150,000 tournament. Spirit, they are absent from this match. They need to come back. A pause needed to be found after this round if they don't pick up at least one. Because Heroic, they're edging away to double digits here on the CT side. Sotvic outside. And Fast A towards the bomb site for Spirit once again. Already, what's happened with just a blink of an eye and we miss it? Everyone dead. Coldie is the last man up. And you don't even see them even get close. Coldie, though, he finds himself a couple more. He's up to 3. Bomb still dropped in the center of the site, but 2 CTs are in it as well. As he grabs the bomb, or at least attempts to, will fall back to, through the squeaky door as well. He has a chance to play mind games. Well, he's low. He's up to 3 kills, carrying Team Spirit, yes, even though they're not on a round. And he mind games, he fakes as he walks back towards the A bomb site. Moni moves back through main, and Coldie looks to potentially go back on towards his site.
Yuki's going to sit in a secure off angle on this bomb site, while Muddy is going to be the wing player. As the bomb hasn't gone down yet downstairs, they have some kind of idea what could be going on. Coldie playing the double around this one, and going to go maybe onto upper. No, he's going to go downstairs. Okay, so it's going to be the play that they feared from the beginning. 24 HP and Coldie, 3 frags so far. Modi's still alive, Yugi's still alive. Utility behind as well. Kits on both of them. He's
leaving it so late though, so he's got to force a bomb plant. He can't even allow Heroic to stop him here. He does get the commitment, so they won't be able to stop the bomb from going down, but they're in a 2-on-1 retake. He sits in the site, wary of the vents as the door's opened, and he pushes into the sites of 2. Heroic find the round. 10 here on the CT side. Yeah. What can you say of your Spirit?
Not really much, to be honest. Like, the only kind of difference, the only kind of good thing they have going from this is, yes, Coldie is going off. Coldie's going off individually, trying to win duels here, there, and everywhere. But that doesn't really matter when the rest of the team isn't following up. Yes, he can get a 3K. Yes, he can do something nice individually. That's all moot if the team cannot get behind it.
Double digits for Heroic and not even 1 for Spirit. Again, AKs are in. Not only do they have max loss, but the bomb went down in the previous round, so money going to be enough to go for this buy. But again, they don't choose to go for the AWP. They had the cash for it. They could have bought the AWP on both Davcost or Coldie.
Gone out as they are setting up for this outside play. Flash is coming in as well. D-Man making his way in with the AK-47. S-Attack once again in this position with the smokes, but this time Iron is not going to be lucky. They do have double stacked in this position. On top of the red, it's going to be S-Attack. And he's only going to get 1, so as I said, not lucky enough. Snappy in a good position with the spray, holding it down, getting the double. Davcost with the AK-47, 2v2 now, this is doable.
Yeah, but peek out for Modi, the flash. Davcost flashes himself, and he'll pay the price. He goes down, it's all onto Arch. And while he has a position to wrap towards ramp, as Heroic are down to 2 members once again, he doesn't have the bomb. Let's drop down towards B. Heroic giving up control of it for the time being. Modi going to fall back, and still Nico is up in the A bomb site on the rafters. He can hold off this position if Arch pushes up the ladder, but there's no need to. He needs to get back down to this bomb. This timing could be impeccable for Nico. He's pushed onto the rafters, and Arch is about to walk right into his sight, just seconds away from death. Nico spots him, there's the kill, and that's Heroic with 11 rounds. Again, Team Spirit, they find 3 kills in 3 rounds in a row, but they can never get more.
And this seems to be the never-ending quest for Team Spirit to get on that first round, and every single time they think they're making it, every single time they think they're close, they're going to get a door shot straight in their face, and they're going to have to try again from the beginning, and it's just not working out. Like, it's very hard to kind of wrap up and trying to talk about, okay, how can Team Spirit come back into this game? Because apart from Coldie, we have seen nothing from them whatsoever that could indicate that this could go bad.
Yeah, at this point, the setups haven't even been the issue for Spirit. It's been the individual performance. No one has hit any shots really coming into this game apart from Coldie on this T side. You know, Spirit, it's not like they're weak in terms of setups and strategy on the T side. This is a good map for them. It's just individually, every single duel they are getting outmatched by Heroic. Every single gunfight they are losing. So you can have all the setups you want. You can have deep strategy, which Spirit do have on this T side, but when it comes to gunfights, they're not landing a thing. Coldie again on the AK. Even he can't get a frag this round. It's Heroic with 12. Another pause, I think, going to be needed for Spirit.
Yeah, and this is kind of like watching me playing matchmaking.
I've seen you play
all the theories there, the understanding of how the opponents work, but just can't win the duels, man.
No aim.
There we go. Oh. That's why I never became a professional player.
You talk about the game. We're all bad. I'm British, so you know I can feel you exactly the same.
Yeah, my Danish matchmaking is probably, well,
higher level than my pro scene.
Yeah, that's probably a UK LAN final right there.
That's a good point. 1v1
12-0. Davkos with the ult finally, I should say, yeah. That's a good point.
It's been a while, but again, he's not really had much effect with it. Neither has anyone from Spirit aside from Coldie here on this T side. And again, towards outside, rinse and repeat. They get the smokes down. They're allowed to push down towards B, but it's not been the outside control for Heroic every round. Sometimes they just play this B control. Sometimes they have Snappy. Sometimes they have S-Tag. But Spirit have wrapped the garage. This is new.
That's showing us something else, that's for sure. But no. Something else happens. S-Tag only trading 1-for-1. Not going to get more out of it. 1-for-1 once again. Snappy gets the first one. Davkos the op is now down. Coldie with another frag. Trying to bring it back in to this game. Modi, Nico, Yuki remaining. Dima on 4 HP. Coldie on half. Arch with some utility behind him. Modi off camera. Takes down Dima. S-Tag with the assist there. And yeah, what do they do now? Because Yugi's just going to shut this down. Arch just walks into his death, and it's all on Coldie again. How many rounds have we seen Coldie to clutch a 1v3, a 1v4, a 1v5? It's been insane, and this man has the whole weight of Team Spirit on his shoulders, and he's going to crumble. Yeah,
he's been spotted in main, has to reposition, bomb nowhere near him, and well, now he's dead. Nico's going to shut him down from the CT spawn, and Heroic, they are looking to find a 16-0 on a decider map, on a elimination match.
Yes, this is the complete opposite of what we saw from Team Spirit yesterday, where they played such close games. It was down to the wire every single time. This time around, they're just going to get wrecked completely. As, well, Red Eye would say, brutal, savage, wrecked.
Yeah, and Nato, as he said on the desk as well, Heroic just woke up on the right side of the bed today. Actually, I think that was Blair. Woke up on the right side of the bed today. You know, Heroic just feeling it. They're playing so well, and coming up against VP later, if they do win this match, which is looking possible, they could even find that upset there. But let's stick with the here and the now as Spirit again look towards outside. That's been a constant theme throughout this entire map, but look at the gap in the smoke. S-Tag going to be able to spray these players down as they begin to walk through. It's a sneak, and he sprays for one. Damage onto more. The bomb dropped, but it's retrieved. As they wrap down towards B, it's Snappy already having rotated through. Smoke down. He has a Molotov and an HE to play with.
There was a tiny gap in that smoke as well. That's why S-Tag can get the frag. And when you play nuke, you got to be 100% that those smokes land every single time. That one little gap gives away a frag, a free frag to Heroic, a free frag to S-Tag. Snappy knows that. They kind of get slowed down. He's going to put the smoke down. That dissipates. He's going to put the molly down as well, just holding them off. Yugi taking out Davkos, winning that duel as well. And they're just stuck between a rock and a very, very hard place. Softic trying to bring it back, though.
Yeah, finally a kill found for Spirit, but again, they're still down a man as Modi drops Arch in the meantime, and they need to pull this one back. 2v4. Modi down towards the B bomb site. He's been a nuisance from this position when they've tried to drop down vents previously in earlier rounds, but Sophic doesn't realize the position. He goes to the safe plan. They can play this from the back door as Coldie wraps around the edge of the secret, but it's going to be Modi on the site to try and do this one. It's Sophic with a kill. Catch from Coldie could potentially stop Nico rotating in through the vents, but you can see he's aware of the possibility. His teammate dead. Now Coldie again in a clutch situation, but this one doable. It's a 1v3, yes, but the bomb timer is in his favor. Nico needs to move down. He's taking so long, and the fact that he's taking so long means Coldie's not going to expect this position anymore. Nico can now move on in. Coldie, though, the first fight he takes, he falls. Yeah. And Heroic, 14 rounds risk. We could be seeing it here and now on Nuke, a 16-0.
Yeah, Heroic very motivated. This guy's not. And yeah, it's actually funny because when we walked down to breakfast earlier today on the hotel, Heroic there, they actually looked quite happy. They were chatting, and everything was good. And I kind of feel like if they can cruise through this one, the matchup against VP is going to be very favorable. If we look back at it historically, Heroic on LAN, in sometimes best of ones, yes, they have actually been very good against VP, and if they are warmed up as we see them right now.
And we've already seen VP be inconsistent. While they did manage to stomp through Renegades yesterday, it was actually the game versus Flash, which not only was a diminishing loss, 16-4 on Cash, but it also went to OT on the second map. Eventually they pulled it back in their favor and took that victory, but it came very close to them being removed from Flash, and that would have been a horrible loss like Coldie's death. Yugi's opened things up on outside again. It's a yard for Spirit. Apparently they don't have a deeper tactical book than we would have hoped.
Yeah, this is not looking good. One of the CT's players even caught off guard, but doesn't matter. They're not going to peek him. They're going to rotate in towards this lobby position. Deem and the boys trying to open up the ramp. No one is here. Oh no, okay. No one is there watching aggressively, but Yugi's of course in the backup position as he usually is, rotates around the map. That's his second frag of the round, spots another one going towards Secret. They have all the information in the world. They know this is going to be a B play. They know what map control Team Spirit has, And if I'm not mistaken, they know how to counter it. But that's a good shot from Dafcost.
Yeah, but again, even though Team Spirit grab a kill, they've always been like this. They've always been pulling it into the 3-on-3s that eventually lose when the bomb goes down. Spirit need to find the next frag in their favor. And Sophic spotted one, but he's dead to S-Tag. Rotation down through B, and Nico in a position to stop the plant. Spirit are taking their time to get onto the bomb site. And while the bomb will go down, at least it's not for Nico. They can play it safely towards the back of the door. And still Heroic 14 up, playing reserved. Nico doesn't push in preemptively. S-Tag waits for his teammate to come join him, and they'll push in through the back as Dafcost holds off. He's not going to hit a shot, and he needs to hit those. He's dead. Molotov for Arch. No smoke to stop, and he sits in the flames. He's just going to burn through a crisp as Heroic with 15 rounds on the CT side.
As Arch burns to a crisp, Heroic gets on 15. And that's going to be, well, the most one-sided first half we have seen in this tournament, and one of the most one-sided first halves I have seen on Nuke in general for CSGO. Of course on the CT side.
Yeah. Even on the CT side, though, again, we look at this map for Spirit. This is one of their best maps. It's not even the map at this point. It's not even just the setups of Spirit. It's the individual prowess of Heroic going above and beyond. No shots being missed. We just see Yugi dying around with Yorp, repositioning every single kill and just grabbing a pick here, a pick there, a pick everywhere. Spirit, not once did they go for an A burst on a full buy round. They didn't show anything interesting on that T side.
None whatsoever. We even caught a glimpse of the Team Spirit coach actually laughing. He's actually laughing about how absurd the situation is.
This is ridiculous. This is not what I expect of Team Spirit. This is not normal for Team Spirit in any way, shape or form, even if it is against Heroic.
Of course, in the next game we have Renegades versus Flash, as you just saw, but before we go there, gonna have to finish this one off. If Heroic wins this pistol, then the game is over. It's gonna be a 2-0. For the Danes. And here we go, flash push in. C-set 75, the Chinese crowd gets hyped. Coldy on the back of the bomb site. Arch as well, Coldy with a double. This could happen, they could get the first round on the board now, but Arch says,
yeah,
we're gonna grab that.
2 players up for Heroic. The bomb's dropped in the middle of the site. Spirit, 4 men up, 2-man advantage. The best situation they've had this entire map, and it will only follow up. Modi, last man standing, and finally Spirit finds something. At least they get around. Again, comebacks are always possible risk, but they are going to need to find a flawless sweep. While we saw some ridiculous comebacks and ridiculous overtimes yesterday, I'm not sure if I believe.
The power of the Chinese crowd behind them in that one round, but they're going to need way more than that if they want to bring this one back. Heroic at this point, they're just buying up. They say, yeah, might as well just do what's easy as Desert Eagles. Let's see what we can do. And see, to be honest, normally I would say, oh, obviously this is going to be the round for Spirit. But at this point, I think this is a 50-50 round.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair assumption to make. Again, these pistols are still lethal for the Heroic side, and they've already proven to be a dangerous team. Although S-Tag's already dead over in main, Cody's going to be the man to pick that up. Very apt of him to find 3 kills in the previous pistol round, as he has been the only one shooting for Team Spirit, despite them only having 1 round. The Sophic shuts down the B play. It's going to be finally something looking up for the CIS team, but it's not over yet. Again, never count out Heroic, not at this kind of scoreline.
Modi, C-set 75 in hand, will take down Sophic in those events, and Coldy finally killing Snappy off. And now Modi, 1v4, C-set and a FAMAS in hand. I know he's not going to win this, but how many weapons can he take off here? If you could grab 1 or 2 FAMASs and eliminate those for the equation, then the next couple of rounds could be interesting.
Yeah, again, it's whether Heroic keep up the force buys or if they just go and play safe. Heroic are a team that do like to play safe. I expect them to go for the eco next round, even though they could force up, but we'll see how much damage they do, because if they get another kill, they may at least convince themselves to go for that buy, right? If Spirit lose players, if they only have 1 or 2 guns surviving, Heroic could go, well, their economy's low. Let's just force, let's keep their money low, and let's actually try and get an upset with the pistols. But no, they only get 2 kills, so Save will come in here for the T side. A safe play, a smoke board up, Glocks across the rest. We could just see this fast ramp position, or at least maybe towards outside, try and get the bomb down on B.
Yeah, let's see. It's definitely going to be focused on planting that bomb, but when you have these Glocks, this should be the push towards that inner bomb side.
Yeah, at least with the smoke going down maybe towards vents, you just dive down vents, try and get the bomb down on B.
Yeah, and that might be the case, as we do see 2 players heading in towards the door. Cody taking out that first one. Molotov preemptively on the ramp. Very nice read coming out from the CT team. Cody with another one, just freestyling right now as he's taking out Muddy. These Glocks cannot do any damage. They're getting ram control now, but I don't think they're going to get this bomb down. Actually, it's dropped.
Yeah, it's over on the A side. They did go for that squeaky split combined with a ramp push, and that got shut down instantly. Spirit knew better than to allow that to go through, so the smoke didn't get anything going for Heroic, and they only have 2 players remaining, those 2 Glocks, as you said. And while they have good positions, they may have wrapped around the lower bomb site. It's not going to matter. Vent for S-Tag, vent for Sotfik, but actually he goes down to the Glock. That's a bit of a mistake.
Man, that's a big mistake going down against the Glock, and S-Tag is trying to take another one. The MP9 proves to be too strong. Nico now coming in towards the back of Team Spirit, and they're completely ready for it. Coldy with a 3K, and that has to be the kind of player who has to step up. Like, look at that, 18 to 17. His team has won 3 rounds. He's still 18 to 17. That's actually individually insane performance coming out from Coldy.
He has 1 kill less than the rest of his team put together. 5 on Arch, 5 on Dive Cost, 6 on Sotfik, and 3 on Dima.
I'm getting flashbacks to Bentet.
Yeah, it is Bentet all over again, right? Ridiculous. Even Dima, you know, who was top fragging against Tai Lu. Well, they did pick up the map, obviously, so or the match. It wasn't as much of an issue as Bentet dropping, 50 kills or whatever. But Dima performing so well, and his team only just clinching it out. It's the same story for Coldy. He's got to feel bad about this matchup, but let's not count them out. Comebacks are always possible. Heroic had a flawless CT side. Spirit can do the same. But Heroic are in for their first bite of the half risk, and this is where things get very, very scary for Spirit. If they find this, it's game over. Fast play towards the end of bomb site. Already the entry is going in favor of Heroic. Trade from Sotfik, and already a push into Squeaky. This could be good, but the T-side know it. They've seen him push into this position before, so they know he's there, and Snappy will snap onto the head. This is all Dima now. Caught in the Molotov. Noise being made as he pushes out onto the bomb site. It's all over. Heroic have done it. They eliminate Team Spirit from SLI League Shanghai. And what a victory as well for the Danes. What a dominant performance, giving up, what was that, 7 rounds across 2 maps?
Yes.
Incredibly impressive. Very
nice coming out from Heroic. Very happy as we see them in the booth right now with the Intermittent Croaks. Casper Witt, handball legend, and legends are Heroic as well, as they've now qualified for the semi-final here at the SLI League Invitational in Shanghai. And they will face up against VP later today.
Indeed they will for the semi-final match, the match everyone assumed to be the grand final, but due to Heroic coming out of this group in 2nd place, instead of the supposed first over Hellraisers, who eliminated the 2-0 yesterday, they will have to play the big match up against, well, Epicenter 2nd place finalist VP, currently looking on form. They've had their shaky performance in the group stage, but they still got that 2-0 victory, and that's kind of what we expected coming into this event. So good performance from VP and good performance from Heroic. I'm very excited for that matchup, but Risk, we've still got one more before that.
Yeah, and of course now the crowd congratulating the victors for that one on the stage. Give them a nice round of applause as we do have Heroic taking that one 2-0. And Hugo, I was anxious this morning. I'm not anxious anymore.
No.
I feel it. I feel like the hope of Denmark is here. We can do it.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Because realistically, we could have these guys match up against Hellraisers again in the final for another grudge match.
That would be insane.
We've had a lot of grudge matches so far this event, and we're going to continue to do so. So Heroic potential versus Hellraisers in the grand final, but of course, that's not count out VP. You know, that's not a team you can count out. As we said, making it to the finals of Epicenter, shaky so far this event, but still with a 2-0 victory despite the map losses up against Flash. However, that's a story for another time. And talking of Flash, we're going to be seeing them play on the stage in front of the Chinese audience as well in just a few minutes. That's going to be up after the desk segment, so we'll see you guys very soon.
CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.money, the best service for trading your skins.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.